Hey everyone, this is a very quick video that's just meant to get you started up to be a more effective and efficient math student today. It's very easy to forget things that happened on Friday, so today's practice is an IXL skill. It's IXL HH7. HH7 is exactly what we were doing Friday. We'll definitely need more practice with it, and I'm going to do some quick examples and give you some pointers on this IXL so that you can do well and not spend forever on this. So here is exactly what you will see on your screen, just with different numbers. Some of the questions are going to say, in the data set below, what is the lower quartile? All right, quick recap. A quartile, remember it, we had the upper quartile, the lower quartile. Sometimes that's called Q1, quartile 1, or Q3, quartile 3. How do you even find that? Quartile is a fancy word for cutting your data into fourths, so we're going to cut it into 4 sections. And if you can remember, step 1 was find the median. So step 1, find median. Find the middle of your data. In this data set, the middle is this 7. That's my dividing point. I'm going to divide it here. And now I've got a lower portion of data and an upper portion. And this question is saying, what is the lower quartile? AKA, what is the middle of the lower? Another word for this is Q2. Some people call it quartile 2. Either way, the lower quartile is the middle of the lower, and the lower portion, the middle, is this 7. So the answer to this first question that we've got would be 7. Woohoo, brilliant. The second question that's here says, in the data set below, what is the upper quartile? Well, we would do the same thing. We would take this data set, cut it in half, go to the upper half of it, and find the middle. So I'll do that really quick for you. I'll put it on my screen. All right, and so the middle of this data set is actually, like if we're counting down, there's 2 numbers in the middle. So we'd add them up, 5 plus 7 divided by 2 is 6. So the middle of this data set is 6, which is in between 5 and 7. So the dividing point, the median, is right in between those. So here's my lower half of data, and here's my upper half of data. And so this question in particular said, what is the upper quartile? That's a fancy way of saying, what's the middle, the median of the upper portion of data? So the upper portion is 7, 7, 8, and the middle of that is 7. So that would tell me that my final answer to this question should be 7. Terrific. All right, another what is the lower quartile question. Let's see what else. Lower quartile. This is asking for all of the pieces. What's the lower quartile? What's the actual middle, the median? And what's the upper quartile? I think you can handle that. It's a good way to really solidify your understanding of interquartile range. A lot of it seems redundant, but if you start to click in and get the questions correct, it should help you really, really, really hone in on what is the middle, what is the lower, what is the upper, and then ultimately you'll get to these type of questions. What is the interquartile range? I'm going to do one of these and then I'm done for the day, and then you're just on your own. But here is one of these. I'll put it on my screen now. Okay, so in the data set below, what is the interquartile range? Interquartile range, IQR. That's a fancy way of saying what is the range of the middle part of the data. And the way we do that is first find the median, the middle of the data set. Then step 2, find the middle of the lower half of data called Q2 or lower quartile. And then step 3 is find the middle of the upper half of data, sometimes called Q3 or the upper quartile. And then, since it's asking for the range, the interquartile range, that's saying, what's the range between these 2 quartiles? So you will subtract whatever Q3 was, the upper quartile, minus Q2. and that's your IQR. So now, let's do these steps. First, what's the median of the data set? Well, the median of this data set is this 6. Oh, no. I'm wrong. Why am I wrong? Because the first step is to put your data in order from least to greatest. In the other examples I did, fortunately, it was already in order. This one's not in order, so got to pay attention. Bad, Mr. Caracosa. 1, 3, 4, 4, and then 6, 6, 6. All right, so the middle of the data set is actually 4. It's this 4. If we count it down into the middle, there'd be one number in the middle, it's this 4. So this is my dividing point. Found my median, it's 4. The lower quartile, or Q2, is the middle of the lower part, and that would be 3. There's 3 numbers in the middle, in the lower half of data, 1, 3, and 4, and the middle of them is 3. There are 3 numbers in the upper half, they're all 6s, and the middle is 6. So the lower quartile is 3, the upper quartile is 6, and my IQR is going to be 6 minus 3, which is 3. So that tells me that the middle portion of the data is spread out by only 3 data values. It only ranges from 3 to 6, which is a range of 3. And so that would be your final answer for this one. Either way, have fun practicing, take your time, read the questions, and I just kind of went over stuff, so use that to your advantage. If you have questions, please ask us, join Google Meets, whatever you need. Have fun! Happy Monday! Bye!